Best in podcast, the best in town. You wanna get up, get ready to get down. With its big wide sky and the wild river Thames, if you wanna go, we can take you there to Great Falls, Montana.
Welcome to the greatest damn town in Montana, Great Falls. I'm Rebecca Ingham.
I'm Shannon Newth, and we're no damn experts.
What is in store? Like, this could be the quickest intro ever because we've got props here in the studio.
We want to get to the props. Yes. Well, I made some new friends on Instagram, and now they're here. Now they're here in our studio. And this is one we've talked about wanting to invite them on for a long time. So I'm very excited. It's Morning Light Coffee Roasters. We have Aaron and Jamie. Welcome.
Woo!
Thank you for having us.
Okay, and let's dive in because there's goodness sitting in front of us.
So let's start with the props that are here.
Yeah.
We have introduced Morning Light Coffee. You roast your own beans, and in front of us, fans and guests, you will, or fans and listeners, you won't even know. But we have three amazing drinks on the counter. So tell us what you brought and what's in them, and if they're for us, so we can start sipping them.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go first. So the first one we have is a Coconella iced latte. And this one is a feature this month. It is my feature. I've been obsessed with coconut in my lattes. And so, yes, it's a Madagascar vanilla with coconut.
Oh, my.
Right? Doesn't it sound so
coconut
fun?
cold foam.
So when we were messaging, I had asked like, hey, would you mind sharing a video of like making one of the drinks you love to make at Morning Light? And this is the one she sent me. And I was like, ooh, I got to try that one. So
that was my
coconut
request. Flavor. It has Madagascar vanilla. So it's almost tropical. I know nothing about Madagascar. It's iced.
It is.
And there's coffee and milk in there.
Yep. That is it. Coffee, milk. The cold foam is half and half, or heavy whipping cream and flavor. And then I've also made the same one, but with a cold brew instead of the latte if you don't want too much milk.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Cold brew.
So Shannon, why don't you take a sip of that and describe what you're getting in your mouth?
We're getting in like a whole new era of podcasts.
Yeah,
here
we did this with beer.
Ooh.
And let me tell you
and whiskey.
Yep. And the insight we got from the beer was it tasted like beer. Shannon, what's the insight?
This is good. It's creamy and delicious.
Does it feel like you're on a beach somewhere?
Oh, I'm going to close my eyes and picture that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No,
Strong.
I'm just gonna keep drinking. Excuse me.
Okay, that's fine. Looks fantastic.
It's strong in the sense, yes, I can taste the coffee. It's not like it's just milk flavor, but it's got the creamy, like smoothness with the
you're
milk
a vanilla
involved.
fan, so
when it comes to in my lattes,
yeah, cool.
Yeah. Not ice cream. We can't go boring with ice cream. Just do vanilla. Yeah.
And then so we love it when people bring us gifts. There's nothing better than being a podcast host and saying, "Oh no, don't bring us stuff." But really,
I just got some of the coconut. That's it's not too powerful. It's just like this nice little like hint.
Just enough.
Yeah. Good work.
And so when you offered to bring us a treat, I said, let them bring me whatever they want, so long as it's decaf, and we'll go into that story. But the second drink is what?
Okay, this is the teacher's treat in decaf.
Okay.
This is one of our drinks featured on our flight. We have coffee flights every month.
Well, that's fun. I love that.
They're very fun. So this one, you can order all 5 drinks or you can order just one. And this one is a teacher's treat, which is an iced B52 latte with caramel and whipped cream and caramel drizzle.
That sounds like an airplane or some type of fully loaded something.
What does that mean, B52? Does that mean?
B52 is kind of a mix between Kahlua a butterscotch.
And
a butterscotch.
You did well. You did well picking that for
You
her.
don't even know me, and you know that every night, if I'm not drinking beer, it's a Kahlua and cream before bed.
Well, and
funny.
teacher's treat. This is on our back to school flight, and so we kind of played into, teacher might need something after.
A little
I've
something, something.
Oh my!
Which is funny because we almost picked a different one for you, but then we thought we're going to go back to this one and do a nice one for you.
That's perfect. Okay, tell us about the other one you almost made for her.
Oh, okay. So this one is off the flight as well, and it's an English toffee latte.
Also sounds good.
And it was an iced English toffee with chocolate powder on top.
Ooh, nice little touch.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the kindred spiritness happened, and this is what showed up. I would have enjoyed the English toffee one, but I can guarantee you my husband would have been more in tune with that one.
That one's
This one's
perfect.
definitely me.
Yeah.
So mine
Cool.
tastes like an iced coffee.
Okay.
First,
This is a great description.
I have great words, and it is really understated, but bold.
Oh.
So I'm not going to say it slams into your face, but you can taste that Kahlua-like sense that's going on in there.
Yeah.
And
She's taking another sip.
yeah, that
Yeah.
sweet hint. So it's like
This
that.
is my favorite podcast. We
I
just
love the
sample
way you guys
coffee all
are
the-
describing because we really don't like to overpower our coffee flavor with flavor. And so
Yeah.
we
That
kind of pride
happens
ourselves on our
sometimes, too.
roasted coffee.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
not too much. And
I'm
overbearing.
glad that it's not overpowering on the
Yeah.
flavor and you can taste the coffee.
Because sometimes that is
like I'm not going to
Challenge.
name names or throw shade at a specific place, but some places are a little bit more just a sweet treat instead of actual coffee.
yeah, it's very true.
So,
We're saying that as we're drinking like the beautifully sweet
but it is
drinks.
beautiful and it's
Yeah.
not too much. It's just the right amount. And I know that I have not got the best ability to describe anything or use words. I mean, those are the two things that qualified me to be the podcast host.
Right, yeah.
But that's why it's an important thing that you listen to what they've said and then just go get the
Just go
coffee
try it.
yourself.
Yeah. And I'll be posting that video soon of the one you sent me making the one you brought me, the coconella, because I was immediately like, that looks good. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about the flights and then we're going to get into the past. We're getting into your details. So this sounds like an amazing thing to do.
So
Coffee
fun.
flights. Are there specific times, specific dates, or is it like a flight of beer, which I am extremely familiar with, where you can just walk in and go, I want to have 5 options?
So we started this back in right after COVID or right during COVID, when the internet really kind of took place and
Yeah.
everybody's watching everything, and we
Yeah.
saw the idea for a coffee flight. And so originally we started with one flight. It's called our traditional flight, and it just had options, so you could taste a latte, a cappuccino, an Americano.
Well, that's a fun idea,
yeah,
too.
so you could taste the different types of coffee.
Yeah.
And
Because let me just say, I think some people walk into a coffee shop and like, oh, I need an Americano or I need
just
a
because
latte.
it sounds fancy.
And they
don't
have no
any
idea what they're
concept.
getting.
Yeah. Or the difference between
Or
all
what
the
the
different
flavor
things.
difference
There's
is.
the Starbucks lingo, and
Yeah.
then there's our lingo,
Right.
and they are not the same.
They're not.
And I feel like maybe this is not correct, but it seems like if you have an appreciation for why a cappuccino is different from a flat white or different from, all these different things, maybe you have a better appreciation of like when you're sipping it, you're actually sipping and enjoying and not just like, just need my caffeine, throwing back my Folgers. Like, yeah.
I was just going to say Folgers. I don't know why Folgers get such a
I
bad
know.
rap. We're sorry, Folgers,
Yeah.
if you decide you want to sponsor us
Right.
or, I don't know, start a plant here. We're happy to help you. But
Oh, yeah. So just had the traditional flight for a while, and then the baristas kind of had fun making different drinks. And so since then, it's just kind of taken on its own shape. And then I'll let Jamie talk a little more about what it is now, how it's grown.
It's definitely grown. So every month at the first of Friday of every month, we will feature a new flight, and we have them all pre-made now. So we're at our back to school one right now, and that it features 5 8-ounce drinks, a kind of different variety. You'll get a Lotus, cappuccino, I think is on another one, a latte, cold brew, and an affogato. You kind of get a sample of everything, which is coffee and ice cream together. So good.
So good.
And it comes on a beautiful little tray, a little wooden tray, and you get a little grid, and it's so fun. People love bringing their family in. And we have people that come in every month waiting for it. So.
It's great to share.
Is it only available one time, or is it available like all month long? You
all
can
month
get
long.
this flight.
All month long we feature that flight, and till the next month we start on the 1st and then start again. Yeah.
We're really
That's
excited.
so fun.
Yeah, we're adding this to some of our itinerary options. I think we have to send people to go try the flight of the month.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
People love it.
Yeah. And then we're excited because we were just approached by somebody that is in the, I don't have the name for it, but as Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up in October, and they are doing different features around town, and we're going to do a pink flight.
Oh.
And so different flavored pink drinks. We haven't made it yet, but that's exciting to make a new flight.
That would be
and
cool.
Yeah, and then a portion of that will go back into the Breast Cancer Foundation. So
now here comes the big story from me. I was an avid leaded coffee drinker for years. It was normal for me to drink at least a pot, if not more, per day. And then some things happened where I was like, maybe this isn't the best course of life for me. But I was also the snarky one to be the first to say, well, if you're going to drink coffee, why would you even drink decaf? It's pointless. And now I drink decaf coffee because, number one, it helps my heart better. And second, I am able to sleep better. So those are the two reasons why I did it. I completely am still in the same boat. Like, it's stupid. And also, let me also share that when I quit caffeine, it was a difficult process, but then I didn't drink any coffee, and I missed coffee. I missed having a cup of coffee. And so I'd have these honey teas, and it was all gross. And it finally took my friend to say one time, she's like, stupid, you can have a decaf coffee. And I'm like, oh, it didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. You're like, I just thought it was so stupid my whole life.
So thank you for calling me out on that, my friend. But then now I drink decaf. So with the flights, I know a lot of those flavor profiles. Look at me trying to be smart. I know a lot of those flavor profiles of your coffee are connected to the bean that's roasted. Can you get the coffee flights in caffeine and leaded? Or leaded and unleaded?
Can do decaf. Yeah.
Perfect.
The only thing we wouldn't be able to do decaf is the Lotus, which is only on a couple of our flights, but we could always just...
And that's a little different caffeine. That's the natural.
It's a plant-based energy, but we could definitely do all those drinks in decaf.
Oh, look
we
at
also
that.
have 3 different kinds of decaf brews, coffee beans at our Morning Light Coffee. So if you don't like one, we use our Sleeping Giant for our espresso drinks, and then we also have 2 other ones that we offer to get by the pound or half pound.
And we sell a lot of decafs. You're not the only one.
A lot more coffee, especially in the afternoon.
Yeah. What decaf roast do you remember is
Sleeping Giant.
Okay.
Because it's a mixed drink.
Yeah.
Not a drip.
It's not a drip. Okay. So can you talk about Morning Light Coffee? Yeah. Morning Light Coffee has, and we have some here in our office because it's a Great Falls brewed, and it's named after Great Falls legacy. I mean, even Sleeping Giant just south of us here, something you can see along I-15. We have the Charlie Russell blend. Can you go back to the beginning of Morning Light Coffee?
How did Morning Light get started? How long's it been around? And honestly, were you always a coffee roaster and a coffee shop? Because those are 2 different things.
Yeah, that's great. You do
so
I can speak to that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm actually the founder of Morning Light's daughter. So I can speak to a little bit of Morning Light history. I've been around.
She gets around.
I've been around. Morning Light was started by my dad, and he had a partner at the time. And so there were actually 2 Morning Lights. There was one in Helena, Montana, which is where Sleeping Giant.
That makes more sense too.
Helena, Montana, and then Great Falls. The Helena one actually opened first in 1998, and then ours opened shortly after that. And so,
so let me just share. Like, I'm surprised I'm old, but I'm surprised it's that recent because in my mind, Morning Light's been around since like 1940.
Like the 50s. Yeah.
But knowing your dad started it and I've met your dad, I'm like, well, that doesn't reconcile in your brain worth of crap. Like, what was Mike?
Yeah.
4, 2, 0?
And it's actually his second career. He had he had a tree service with full tree service business before that, and he had kids later. He would say about 30 years old, and the tree service wasn't gonna be a tree trimmer forever. And and so he just kind of was looking for something different. He was actually going to go into the frozen yogurt business. And was going to a conference, and in the same building there was a gourmet coffee convention, and he
how funny
was like, maybe I'll do that one instead. And so we went to that, and the rest is history. Started out, we were in the Old Eddie's Bakery for a lot of years.
Like the cornerstone. That was one of the iconic places. It's now Printing Center USA. It's off of 9th Street in kind of the edge of the downtown district.
Yeah, between
first and second. Great location.
It really was. It
small.
Was Morning Light, that was our home for so long. We absolutely love our new location. It comes with a bigger parking lot. It comes with a drive-through, a deck. And so there's a lot of benefits of having our own place, and it's ours to call our own. And so that was a big decision, but it's worked out great for us.
So the address of the coffee shop is
1701 9th Avenue South.
Okay, so right off our main drag.
Yeah.
Very close.
Right behind McDonald's. That's kind of the landmark on 10th.
Yeah.
McDonald's on 10th.
See that. And not that far from a high school, which I imagine has been beneficial as well.
Yes, we do get a lot of high schoolers. Yeah.
Let's dig a little bit more into this because in 1998, this wasn't necessarily mainstream. I think
that's so true.
It was a little bit more of an edgy concept to say, oh, I'll spend $8 on a cup of coffee, with tip.
And sit in a coffee shop all day or whatever. Yeah.
Like that wasn't the norm.
No, and amazingly enough, I think it was about 50 cents for a cup of coffee back then. Maybe $1. But and I could be wrong on this, but I'm almost 100% that we were the first specialty coffee shop in Great Falls.
Hey. You're the expert. You can say
I know. Yeah,
we're gonna have to check. You own that.
Mike, don't fact check me. He would probably say that too. That we were the first specialty coffee shop where you could come in, have something else besides just a cup of coffee with the lattes and the coffee roasting. And then another part of our business that people don't always know about is that we deliver pounds of coffee and whole bean coffee to businesses around Great Falls. And and that was started way back then when he started it. And so it was kind of a new concept, and he just went with it, and he figured out every avenue for the coffee shop. So it wasn't just the coffee shop.
And that makes you guys unique too. I mean, we have a lot of really wonderful local coffee shops in Great Falls. Where you guys are unique is that the coffee flights, but also what you're doing with providing roasting.
And we call it our wholesale side, and then our retail side.
We
and
also
those are
do
just
ship outs all over the world, really.
Oh, there you go.
On the wholesale side or the roasting side, was roasting always part of the Morning Light story?
It was. Yep. If he was going to go into this, he was going to learn everything that there was to learn about it. And luckily enough, we have people that he's been able to teach throughout the years. And so the roasting was the main part of it back then, I would say. And in the old building, our roaster used to be out in the shop, and so you could see it. We have a window now where you can still see it, and our roaster, Jason, loves to talk about it and tell you what he's roasting or tell you about the beans. My husband, Doug, he also, if you ask him a question, he'll sit down with you for 30 minutes. We were just saying that. We were joking about, well, if Doug went on here, he'd go.
You guys would never get to talk.
Yeah, he does.
And that's fine.
And I love that my dad has passed on that passion to my husband.
He knows his stuff. They both do.
I was just thinking from my content, I do our social and all that. I'm like, I should put a mic on them and have them explain the roasting process back there. That would be cool.
That would be a great story of Great Falls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's kind of how Jamie and I are the coffee shop, and then Mike and Doug and Jason, they're the wholesale and the beans.
And, guys. Yeah.
Now, I feel like I have some insider knowledge, but I don't. But I'm going to ask this question thinking I know what the answer is. Is all the roasting done on site at the coffee shop?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
That one roaster puts out probably thousands of pounds.
Yes. That roaster does a lot of work.
It really
is a one-man show.
It really does. We do have another roaster in our warehouse, but it is not running or working, but it can do about 3 or 4 times the amount in one roast as this one. And so someday maybe we'll get that big one over to the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's get into all the nitty gritty details of you two. How you each came to Great Falls. I'm guessing you're a Great Falls girl, but we want that history. We want where you came from, how you grew up.
Did you grow up in the coffee shop and knew
was
that was
the dream,
going to be your future?
All these things. So who wants to start on giving us all the sort of details of their life up until this point?
Yeah.
Okay,
Jamie.
I'll go first. So I grew up here in Great Falls, lived here my whole life.
Ooh.
Yes, I know.
Nice.
Born
Great
and
Falls
raised.
girl.
Great Falls High girl too at that.
There you go. Nice.
And I was CMR, so here we go.
Hey.
I've been a barista really since I was 15. That was one of my first jobs. Ventured off, went to school, did a whole bunch of other things, but worked in probably about 5 or 6 coffee shops here in town throughout my life. Moved away to Texas and worked in a coffee shop there.
Oh, wow.
So coffee's kind of always been
Your thing.
a part of me. Yeah. And so I actually stumbled upon Morning Light by coming through their drive-thru during happy hour, and I got a $3 drink and a 16-ounce drink for $3, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, by the way.
Great happy hour option.
Quick diversion.
2 to 3.
Happy hour. Okay. 2 to 3 o'clock every day.
2 to 3, Monday through Friday. Half price coffee drinks.
Oh.
Yeah,
gotta
$1 off
remember
and
that.
fraps and stuff. It's awesome.
That's a really good deal.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's
You
how
went through
that
it happy
got
hour?
me.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was like hooked because it was the best coffee I'd ever had, and I was kind of looking for a part-time thing. So I came in and put in my application, and I've been there for about 3.5 years now.
Nice.
That's
3
years.
Yeah, and that part-time turned into real full-time. She's my right-hand lady.
Yes.
I feel like you don't get to do anything else outside of coffee now.
No, it's
Coffee
yeah.
is my
Full
life, which I love because I passed that on to my daughter, who now is 19, working for us as well. And I got to teach her, which is awesome because when I was 19, that it was where I was, my daughter. So she gets to learn that, and it's been fun. So
We love that. We love
it's a family business.
It really is.
It always has been, and now I've been honored to be a part of it and bring my family kind of into that. So it's been quite an experience. Yeah, learning everything, just maneuvering.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we're so thankful and lucky that we had Jamie come through our drive-through because she does so much for Morning Light, and just she is the face, I always say, of Morning Light. Everybody asks, "Where's Jamie?" or what's so we're very thankful to her. But anyways, I am also Great Falls born and raised. Left for 2 years to go to junior college in Spokane.
Ooh.
Came back and went to University of Great Falls, Providence now, but I was a University of Great Falls girl. I played softball my whole life. My dad I always joke, I used to call my dad Mike, and people would be like, why are you talking about Mike, saying Mike? And I was like, well, he's my coach, he's my boss, and then sometimes he's my dad. But he coached me in softball, and then, I've been working in the coffee shop. I think I tell my kids now I have a 13 and 11-year-old, and I was 13 when I got put behind the counter baristaing. I think my first shift, I cried my eyes out because somebody didn't like the coffee. I was I grew up behind that counter, and I did not want to own Morning Light or see Morning Light. In my early days, I actually am a teacher also.
Okay.
And went to school to be a teacher. So I've been a teacher in Great Falls for 17 years.
Wow.
Teach third grade at Sacagawea.
Oh,
Yeah. And so that's why I say when Jamie does a lot, she is the
She
girl.
does a
is
lot.
there.
Yeah. During the school year, I'm kind of,
Gone.
MIA, and Jamie's the girl. So yeah. But I'm so thankful that I am back in the coffee shop right now. It was kind of during COVID, my husband was like, I think your dad wants you or Ryan to take over the coffee shop. I'm like, never. He wanted us to do something else. And he's like, well, I think we should talk to him. It's worth it. And my husband was working in the railroad at that time and, probably needed a change from that. And we talked to my dad and he had it all figured out how that was going to happen. So that's it. Yeah. And so it really has been. It's been a family business. Wow. We're second generation. Funny thing is my mom is now my baker, my mom and my stepdad. So, it's
funny.
Yeah. My mom and my stepdad are my bakers. Okay. Mike is still, as you probably know, you said Mike or you've seen Mike.
Yeah.
He's very much involved and
says hi.
Yeah.
Checks on
Don't know what we'd do without him either. And, Doug's there every day.
Yeah.
He kind of took over Mike's footsteps and he's teaching him all he knows. Wow. And my kids, like it or not, they're in there, sticking
doing stuff.
Yeah, sticking labels on bags and doing what they can. My son's really into Canva and video editing, so he bought a 3D printer to make some parts and things.
Wow.
But,
Look at that.
Social media.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
We're getting them all involved.
That's great.
It's been fun.
So was it a big arm twist to get you and Doug convinced to take this step? I mean, or like early on in your dating with Doug, you're like, there may be a future where we have to own a coffee shop.
Yeah, that was that wasn't something that we talked about until, like I said, I think Doug just kind of needed a change and he was noticing, my dad, it's not getting younger. Sorry, Mike. But, and it just it all fell into place and it just felt right when we started talking about it. And no, I didn't think that I would be owning Morning Light. But I'm so glad and thankful. It gave me so much in my life. And now, like I said, my kids can grow up in there. And yeah, I don't think Doug saw himself as a coffee shop owner. When we were first dating.
Crazy because he's so good at it. He's so natural.
Yeah.
I was listening to him do calls the other day and I'm like, people love you, Doug. Like people love, he just knows how to, we have a lot of amazing customers.
So not only is it family run, but it is really community focused. And so talk to us about maybe the types of coffees that are made that are representative of the community. We always keep Charlie Russell Roast on in our office for our guests because that helps us tell the story of the famed cowboy artist that made this place home. But you've got a lot of those varieties. What's the thought process? And then if you can or are willing, what are the trade secrets that make it, Charlie Russell roast versus...
how you decipher the different roasts.
Yeah.
So that might be a conversation for Mike and Doug, the roasting part. But
well, we can bring them back and we can get completely nerdy on the roast side.
You will know. So the Charlie Russell blend and then any of those that have a name that we've created, those are blends. And so that's kind of in...
Big Stock.
Yeah, we have
Governor's Cup.
Missouri or Mighty Mo.
Yeah.
Midnight on the Missouri, Sunrise on the Missouri. And so when they're putting together a roast, which is just different beans, different blend or
origins from different parts of the world.
So like a Colombia bean and then
a Brazil
Arab
bean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're coming up with a roast and then they'll name that.
Yeah.
And so Charlie Russell was not always Charlie Russell. It was Cowboy blend. And so, But we partnered with the Charlie Russell Museum. And so we're able to use their name and then they sell our coffee in the museum. And but it's kind of fun how they create that. And
flavor profiles. And they know the whole scientific beings behind it all. We just sell it.
I refuse to believe that because Shannon and I'm going to speak for both of us.
Okay.
I don't know if we could walk into a coffee shop and put together a drink that people would put in their bodies.
Right.
Because you've got all these different flavorings and different things that you're putting together. And when people taste it, like the teacher's treat, it's edible. It is not something that you spit back out,
right.
which is what would happen if I'm like, oh, let's take some banana and then some lime and see what happens. And people will go, no, why did you think that tasted good?
With
I'm like,
that's funny. We do have a special this month, which is banana.
Oh.
It's a banana bread latte. It has brown sugar, a little bit of banana, vanilla, and a little bit of cinnamon.
Oh, see,
and all together,
good.
it's so good.
Yeah.
but how?
But
Tell
would you
me,
mix banana with coffee ever? It sounds
Right.
so weird.
Yeah.
It's so good.
tell me how you come up with that. Like, are you searching the internet? Are you just playing with something? Are you like,
because that's
hey,
like
let's do
constant
this?
creativity. You have to come up with
Because
these.
the other part is like what percentage of what flavor goes
Right.
in with what so that it still tastes like coffee with flavoring, not flavoring that might have some coffee in it.
And how
Yeah,
much of your day is taste testing?
I was going to say, a lot of it is just having to taste test it. It's such a hard job, let me tell you. But a lot of it,
what
we
a
do.
sacrifice.
Yeah, I know.
Thank
Someone's
you,
got to
thank
do
you.
it. You're welcome. A lot of my baristas will actually come up with some good ideas. They probably get them off the internet. They see them on TikTok, trends and stuff. But a lot of them is just kind of things that we like to mix. Like we found the best white chocolate and toasted marshmallow together is heaven. Like who would have thought? And so a lot of it's just trial and error and mixing and matching and just you get ideas, you get bored, and people will come in with some crazy requests that they found. And, we always were like, let's try it. One was a bee sting, and it's cayenne pepper mixed with shots of espresso and honey.
Yeah.
And not my favorite, but,
Yeah.
for someone really likes it. People have some weird things, and
I love
we'll
a bee
make it.
sting,
We'll
but
try it.
I have not tried it with cayenne. That's aggressive.
So it is very.
One of my favorite things is when the baristas just come up with their own and say, hey, I've got this. And so Jamie came up with an idea. I think it was 2 months ago, or June was our baristas pick
Nice.
specials. And so we each had a pick on there.
That
and
was fun.
I don't know. I just think it helps our employees just feel like they're part of it
Yeah.
also.
Wouldn't
And
it
so,
be fun? People come in and be like, can I get Maddie's drink? Can I get you? And I was just, it's exciting. They like that. A lot of people don't want to come in and they want to try something new, but like they don't, especially when you're staring at them, they don't want to make something up. So it gives someone a good little cheat sheet.
Yeah.
And just try new things, something you wouldn't normally try.
That is fun. Because I like that because then if you're in a rut or something like that, you're like, I want to try something different, but I really have no idea where to start with it.
A lot of people will tell me, surprise me, and I'll just pick something off my specials, So give them something easy and quick to pick from, something they normally wouldn't choose.
You also have, when I've been into your location, I feel like you guys have regulars, like diehard regulars who are in the shop.
I would say
Are
probably
they getting
80% of them.
Okay. Are they getting creative or are they like I want black coffee every day
they
kind of
stick
person?
to their norm, most of
Okay.
them.
most of them do. And one of the things that a lot of our regulars do is we have a shelf. I don't know if you've ever noticed the shelf of mugs.
The mugs.
Yeah. And so those are bring your own cup mugs, and we do a little special pricing for that. And I mean, it's something again where we can have our customers feel a part of Morning Light. And I think, especially growing up and being living it, I've had all my friends have worked Morning Light. One of my friends was just telling me the other day, I had a dream. I had a Morning Light dream. And
Oh my gosh, how funny.
I know, don't.
Yeah.
But like she was, could remember which customer had which drink and she made it wrong. And I mean, we would laugh about this in high school, like making the wrong drinks. And you just really do. Everyone,
I
the
love our
regulars.
customers.
Yeah,
They're
we have
probably the best. I mean, I'm sure every coffee shop says that, but they're customers that have been with Mike for years, and they still come in and
Well,
get the
it's
same
pretty
deal.
normal to walk in and see just this clutch of dudes.
Yes, and it's
drinking
men.
coffee, and then
Yes.
like Mike shows up, and I'm like,
It's
Oh, yeah.
meeting
and
of
this
the
is like a
minds.
cornerstone to the experience. And if you didn't see that, it would be weird.
It's pretty
Yeah.
It's
awesome to
lively.
see.
It's boisterous at times. It's not just people again, not slamming other coffee shops, but sitting in a corner working on a computer, ignoring the rest of the world. These are people that are engaging.
They meet up.
And then if you actually sit down by yourself, they will poke fun at you a little bit to get you engaged with their conversation. That's happened to me a few times. So
one of the things I've noticed throughout the years too is our customers are so welcoming to the people that come in. And, you know, if somebody sees somebody sitting there by themselves, you better bet you're going to get a conversation and they're going to come ask you if you want to, you know, sit down and have a cup of coffee with them. And, that's just what Morning Light is.
Yeah, it's really
nice.
One of my one experience that's pretty fun for me is I was in there getting coffee and this older gentleman's like, "Are you getting something out of the case?" And I'm like, well, I didn't think about it. "Well, you need this." And like he pointed to a specific thing to get, and I'm like, "I'll have one of those."
Like, I guess I am taking
like
this.
he wasn't rude, he wasn't mean, he was very kind, but kind of the
taking
tone
no.
was
You get this.
You better try this.
Hey, I'm a local. I'm here every day. You need to try this. It's good. And I'm like, and I'll get one of those things. Like, I'm pretty sure I've had it before, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my
So I'm
goodness.
like, thank you. That was great.
We used to, when I worked at KRTV for a number of years, we always had that, like the Charlie Russell blend and different blends. I know you guys stocked KRTV as well.
Yep.
And you guys are also a sponsor of, we did birthdays on the morning show for a while. You were a sponsor of that, and we give out gift cards. And I remember I've shot a promo shoot inside of Morning Light before, and I got all the lights set up, and I did like a coffee, like a little like promo shoot in there. So you guys have always been, I know, really good partners and looking for opportunities and ways to be involved and supportive in the community.
Yeah, just recently, I mean, we had we had a fundraiser for the high school baseball at Morning Light. And it was so fun. We had a dunk tank out for the boys. We had gift baskets. And that's another thing. Like, our customers are fully involved in that and just excited. And, you know, it's one day. It might disrupt their normal day of Morning Light, but they were so, like, it's just so fun. And we really do try to support youth things in our community. But almost anyone that asks, we're... You know, we do support a lot of our community because our community has supported us for, you know, over 30 years. So
you also have had, I remember in your old location, it was some type of like chicken salad sandwich that was so good. I remember
I hear this all the time. Yeah, I wasn't around for it, but I hear about it. So Aaron,
you guys, I just had a moment. I just like had a, oh my goodness moment. When you said 98 and you're like, that doesn't seem right.
89.
It was 88 in Helena and 89 in Great Park.
Okay.
I'm like thinking I was in high school in 98. That's when I was working. So I was in kindergarten when we
89.
opened.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You remember, I am not the expert, I guess. So I don't know what
you caught it. I'm like,
what popped in my brain, but I don't know. Because I said over 30 years and I'm doing the math and I'm like, wait a minute, 98 to 25. That's not over 30 years. And I'm
wait a second. How old are you?
Oh, yes. And I am the third grade teacher here in the room.
it's not advanced math
right now.
It's summertime, okay? Oh my goodness. That
so even more long standing.
So the chicken salad was from back in 88.
Okay. No, it was not, because I'm talking about like 10 years ago.
Yeah, what was that? I get compliments on it all the time. People are always like, what happened to that
chicken salad sandwich? It was just a recipe that I think one of our employees at the time came up with, and we had it forever. It was our only like lunch food item. It was a chicken salad sandwich on a croissant. It was hard to keep I don't know why we got rid of it. It wasn't tasting the same, and like different people would make it, and that kind of, you know, throughout
the consistency.
Really tough consistency.
I can guarantee, even at my home, I make a mean chicken salad, but it is never the same. It is different every time.
Yeah.
Like it's the mayo. And I also follow recipes, but chicken salad is one that I don't. And I'm like, well, we're going to add this, we're going to add that. And sometimes it's too much celery, and sometimes it's not enough mayo. And it's really hard.
The one person that can every time is my dad. He can replicate it. But my brother and I were actually even just talking about that. And he's like, we all just crave the chicken salad. And he's like, I tried to make it at home. It just doesn't taste like it did at the coffee shop. But, you know,
great things about it.
So it was legendary.
It really was. And I mean, I guess I better have Mike start making it. That could be his, retirement job. You got to make the chicken salad,
You're
Mike.
Come in the morning of the mines. You're going to make some salad.
So currently, no chicken salad available on the treat side there. But more to come. We will accept lobbying. We will help you lobby Morning Light for Mike to continue his career with a chicken salad sandwich or chicken salad chef. But you do have other things there to
food
eat
items
that can be for breakfast and lunch, because I am a big eat quiche for lunch gal.
Oh yeah,
the quiche.
yeah.
But you also have the burritos and
breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, sausage and bacon on English muffin or croissant. We also have the quiches, which are a family recipe.
Yeah,
it
my
is
grandma's
the best
crust.
quiche
Oh, really?
I've ever
That's
had in my
neat.
entire life. I will tell everyone.
they're fantastic.
Really?
So amazing.
But honestly, this is nothing against you guys. There's not a quiche I've never not liked.
Quiche is quiche
It could be the
so
crappiest quiche, and I'm like, ugh.
See, and I'm
My
good with
dad-
eggs, so that I love.
And I also think eggs are, they get categorized into this breakfast food, but they're not. You should eat them all day, every day.
It's good protein.
Our burritos, they sell all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, and even our pastries, that's what people come in for sometimes is just the scones. If you haven't had a scone.
Again, a family recipe. Amazing scones.
Are great.
Amazing pastries.
So the bakers are your mother and her current husband, her current spouse, which is nomenclature we use on this. Has that always been the case, or did you recruit them back in and like, hey, you make good?
No, so when Doug and I took over, it was just kind of hard to, again, the consistency, have somebody that could bake consistently. And my solution to that was, hey, my mom's my favorite baker. Mom, you're retired. Do you want a job? And so, I mean, they love it. They come in on the, when we're closed. They do it during either at night or early in the morning when we're closed.
Be a pretty busy baking schedule.
Yeah. And I mean, they do a lot, and they just
do they make all the things then? The breakfast burritos, the quiche, the pastries,
everything but the breakfast burritos and the sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah. But they have taught Jamie their secret with the scones.
They did teach me I went to Ireland last year.
Oh my gosh.
And they were out of town for a while, and I got to be the baker, and I loved it. So
whenever
they're ready to retire.
I feel like you were bestowed quite the honor.
I was.
And
was.
a high...
Was there a ceremony involved?
You guys, I feel honored. People ask me all the time, what's this recipe? I'm like, it's family.
It is
and
locked up.
It is, and it's so fun. But I made them at home, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I have 8 scones sitting in my kitchen, but they're so good.
Yeah.
I love scones.
These scones are just something. I mean, all scones are good, like you said.
Right.
I've never had a bad scone.
Yeah.
There are some I like better than the others.
Yeah. I think the cranberry orange one is just like.
And whoever thought, let's drizzle some orange flavoring over the top of this cranberry?
Yeah.
And it's just
it's amazing.
Yes.
That normally, like an orange would not normally be a flavor I'm going for. But in a scone.
See, that's what I'm telling you. The banana lime might be the next future.
Right?
Banana lime latte.
To make a latte in honor of them.
Like a bitter, I don't know. Try it.
I'm not gonna, but if it shows up as a special, I'm like,
maybe that starts with like a lotus and then works its way into a coffee.
For sure. I can see it in a lotus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something I keep telling myself, I'm like, I need to get my Morning Light because, and maybe you guys aren't doing this anymore, I should check. You sell the coffee, the bags, like the bean bags.
Like the
burlaps?
coffee.
Yeah.
We actually just give them away.
We were kind of saying, like, if you come in and buy a drink for us, we have a bucket there, and take a
I love those, and I've wanted to come get one, and I've been trying to brainstorm, like, how can I use this in my house? Because I just love them. And our teammate Liz gave me a brilliant idea. She said you can make like a pot, like a plant pot cover. You can like put it in there and roll it over, and it looks super cute. And I'm like, perfect, because I want to come get a burlap bean bag
There's
and
so
figure out
many
a way to
things
use
you
it.
can do with it. Her mom makes.
Yeah.
Is it Matt and your mom?
Yeah,
make
they did.
picture frames.
Oh.
They put like a driftwood
Yeah.
with one of our burlaps, and we have them hanging all over our coffee shop. We
Yes, you
also
do.
use them as curtains for our drive-through. There's
Oh,
so
that's
many
such
purposes.
a fun idea.
People take them floating. They're good for gardening. Like there's so many
Oh,
uses
gardening,
for
My
them.
mom made little bags, like shopping bags
Yeah.
with them.
Oh yeah, they made little
Oh,
totes.
so
Yeah.
like a reusable
Yeah.
bag.
A lot of people have always, they come in and they're like, you need to make air fresheners with the coffee smell.
Oh,
Like when they walk in and they smell the coffee.
1,000%.
And I always am like, you need to do that with the burlap
That is a
bag,
good
have a
idea.
little tiny coffee bag.
Yes.
I'm not crafty though. So
I love
idea.
if anyone else listening
Put
wants
it
to
out
do
into
that.
the world.
If I could get my house to smell like a coffee shop.
Honestly.
Oh,
Just have a little
well,
bag of beans in your car.
but wouldn't
Yeah.
you just want to drink all day then?
Maybe, but I just love the smell too.
I do.
Well,
Yeah.
if you work in one all day, you'll smell like one. When
Yeah.
you go home. I went to the doctor and they were like, "Wow,
Especially if you're doing
smell really good.
You really love coffee,
flavored
don't you?
beans. I have a funny story. We were golfing and Doug is like, what is that syrup? Or no, somebody else was like, I smell syrup. I just smell like maple syrup. And we're golfing and I'm like, I couldn't smell it probably because I smell it all day. But finally I'm like, got a whiff of Doug and I'm like, it's Doug. He did syrups today, or he did flavored beans today. And that smell just stays with you.
It
So
does.
does that flavored bean, does that involve like infusing beans
Yes.
during the roasting process?
After the roasting process.
Okay.
So we have a special blend that we put flavor into.
Okay.
And yeah, we've got it quite
Got
a
like over
Wow.
20 flavors, different flavors, and then we have our Christmas blend flavors. A lot.
Yeah.
They got real
Oh,
popular
yeah.
during Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas in a cup or Jingleberry Java.
Highlander Grog is a really popular one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's great.
I might have to get my husband that because he's Scottish, Scots, whatever
yeah. A lot of
background.
people
so
get
the
that as a
Highland, yeah.
popular one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Is that, what is the flavor of that one?
I've always tried to kind of figure it out.
I think
and-
it's a butterscotchy.
yeah.
Mm.
That's
Okay.
Butterscotch vanilla y
Yeah.
is what it
I'll just tell him it tastes like Scotland and he'll love it.
Yes, that's it too.
This is your Scotland blend.
Yeah.
Okay, are there certain days that I should come in to get the burlap bags? Are those? Because I've been in and I've seen the sign that they're there, and I'm like, oh, I'm not here on the day they're here.
It's usually just hit or miss when the
Okay.
roaster empties a bag.
Okay,
They're
so
done a
basically
few
just
days a
come
week
every
though.
day
Yeah,
and
you
get
just have to
stuff.
come every
Yeah.
day and get a cup of
Just
coffee.
every day during
Yeah.
happy hour.
Yeah.
No. Monday is double stamp day.
Oh,
Yep. Tuesday's
So we have a
double
stamp
on our
card.
beans.
so I could come Monday at 2 and get a double stamp and a half price drink.
Well, only not during happy hour. We don't do
Okay.
stamps.
Okay.
But any time during that Monday anytime between
Before
2 and 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
before 2.
Before 2, yeah, you'll get that double stamp for your coffee drink. And Tuesday's
just
double
coming up with-
stamp for coffee beans. So if you come in and get a pound of coffee, you get a stamp
All
and a half
kinds
for
of
that.
deals here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just figuring out, like, I want to make some like friend dates to come have coffee, try all the coffee flights.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We
You
do
should
have,
do that.
there's quite a few. I've noticed now that we've gotten, do the flights consistently every month. There's a couple of groups of people that you can tell they come every month and try the new flight. And it's just exciting
It
for
is
them to
cute.
come in and
Yeah.
you can, it's like their
It
monthly
is
date
their
that
thing.
they
It's the
have
mom
together.
and the daughter and the
That's
kids.
so
You just
cute.
come
That's
in every
nice.
month on the 1st and do it. It's so
I
cute.
love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that is fun.
So I think we're all of the age that when we were younger, we didn't drink coffee. We didn't.
No.
It was something your parents did.
Grandmother, yeah.
And especially
Adults
as we
did it.
kind of discussed in '89, how it wouldn't have been something that would been as mainstream. But I see over time, like kids, freshmen in high school are stopping to get coffee before they go to class, which I find
Bizarre.
well, that, and I feel like the old guy from the Dennis Menace cartoons, like, why is that kid getting that coffee? You don't need no coffee. But what are some of the trends you've noticed? And I
Oh.
would say not even just in the last 10 years, but even 5. Like,
Yeah,
it
that's a
seems
good
to
question.
evolve really quickly with kids at coffee shops, which is still weird to me.
Funny because both high schools have coffee shops in them now. And I'm like, what the heck? This was never here when I was
No.
I would have loved that. But it is. I think the Lotus, it kind of started with the Lotus and the Red Bull infusions, which is a Red Bull mixed with flavor. It kind of started with that. But a lot of kids come and get caramel macchiatos, and we get a flux of kids before school and after.
I will say my third graders come with the coffee sometimes. And I'm like,
The younger,
okay.
they just,
and
Your third graders?
yeah, and I'll ask them, oh, what'd you get? And thinking it's a hot chocolate, and it's the caramel macchiato. For some
I
reason,
think
that's
it's
the popular.
It started as a Starbucks thing, and everyone just had to have it. It was like an accessory.
Yes,
but also it's
I think
like
that's part of
the
what it is.
sweetest drink. Like
Right.
that's
It's so good. It's caramel sauce
Oh,
with vanilla. How do you go wrong with
Right?
that?
it is too. Well, I'm not a sweet person, so
That's true.
obvious.
Just kidding.
There's never been a truer statement, but I, sometimes I look at that or they got some type of weird blended thing going on and I'm like, that's not even real coffee. Like, are
No.
you actually ordering that and going, oh, and could you hold the espresso?
Right. But it's very much, I think it is very much like a accessory. Like you said, it's just like the thing you have to feel cool.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes, I mean, I love it, but it's also like an emotional support thing. I'm like, I'm having a hard day. I don't shut my head.
This is going to fix my life today.
Right. Like this will make me feel better and that's okay. There's also talking about the Lotus and kind of that like trend. I know there's this whole like dirty soda trend happening. And I've seen it on like, there's just a news story the other day about it where people are just like, my sugar-free coconut and my pineapple with a coconut infused of this, blah, 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 blah. Are you guys doing anything like that? Or do you see that?
We
like,
just call
with
them
the
Italian
Lotus?
sodas.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like people will come in and want like different kind of sodas. I think I made a diet Coke the other day with some syrup.
Oh yeah, people
And
will
I'm
do
like,
that. Yeah.
which is great. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, mostly it's just Italian soda, which
Yeah.
is the club soda and flavor with a little cream. But
So that's like the OG
It is
version of
becoming-
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Why
yeah, I
not?
was just gonna say we've had Italian sodas since 89.
Yeah.
Did it again. And that's just been one of those used to be the drinks that the kids had
that
as an
was a kid
Italian
drink,
soda. And
yeah.
now
Yeah.
I'll ask and they're like, I don't want that. I want the Frappuccino.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what you should do is on, why do I know this? December 13th, which is Taylor Swift's birthday, and she was born in
Do you know this?
and she was born in 1989. You could do a whole like T Swift thing because she's got the whole like 1989 like
We did
thing.
do one during the Eras tour. Remember that?
Yeah, we did have an
Yeah.
Eras tour.
Yeah, we did do a little couple special. That would be cool.
So
That is a
I was
good
just
idea.
thinking, I was like, oh, maybe you can play
89.
off of that.
Maybe it would 89 will be in great.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that idea. Stay
So
tuned
any
for
other
that.
unique things that you're seeing
Could be
for
your flight.
behaviors?
Sorry.
It's a great idea. And I'm sorry for cutting
It's
you off.
noted. I got it noted.
The different album. Yes.
I will say that once I see something on like TikTok, like a flavor, then we start seeing people come in. And so the internet and social media is definitely influences what people order. The cold foam, that's newer.
Yeah,
and that's
I love cold
super,
foam.
And the
super
chais,
popular.
I'd say people are really starting to get into the chais, mixing it with different flavors. Like we had one, I think it was last month in July, we had the iced blackberry chai with lavender cold foam. And that was very popular.
Wow.
Yeah, I think when they see certain like things happening, they go for that. That's when we'll see it at our shop.
Well, I think it's interesting. Just the whole evolution of coffee and how I can remember people saying, well, I'm never going to pay $3 for a cup of coffee. And now we're getting.
What's wrong with my
and
Folgers? Again, nothing against Folgers. Yeah.
I would say that's the one thing with growing up is the pricing and just like even sometimes I'm like, whoa, like it's gotten to that.
But go to the
just,
grocery store, you look for like our K-cups and they're reasonably priced compared to what you're getting at the store and you're getting fresh quality. Like I'll always,
I think the other unique thing is Folgers or Maxwell House or any of those like store brands were kind of commonplace to find in your home, but I find even more people are buying the beans or having that locally roasted coffee as their mainstay in their house. From that perspective.
I don't feel like the price is too much different than in a grocery store. Why not just pay a little bit extra and get that fresh roasted coffee that was roasted just the other day?
Absolutely.
I think once you try it, it's hard to go back. And I mean, we have so many people that come in and say, we're having company. We want to have this coffee, you know? And so it really does make a difference, I think.
And it's special because it does have that Great Falls touch to it too, for sure.
When I do gift bags, look, when I travel and I stay at someone's house, I always bring them a Great Falls gift bag, and it always includes morning light coffee.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yes, I've done that too.
Like I always take them pieces of Great Falls.
Yeah.
Like, I'm visiting you in your house, but you
There's
live
a
in
little
this town
housewarming.
and it sucks.
Right.
You should see all the things that happen here in our town.
And it's a very easy portable, and it will make your luggage smell good.
Yeah, there is that.
And you can bring it on the airline.
You can, as long as it's sealed, and we do
Yeah.
that for you. We have black seal bags for you if you take it, and that's usually how we ship it when we do overseas.
Doug actually got us an upgrade on a rental car once because he had the coffee in our bag. He was talking to the lady about how he owned a coffee shop and she loved coffee. And he's like, here, you want to try? And I think we left in I don't know what car, but we had an upgrade on a rental car.
That's hilarious.
Coffee can take you
language.
places.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Funny story that I just now have to share because my husband is an adventure bike rider and he ran into 2 other adventure bike riders that were from Mexico, and one of them has a coffee plantation, and he was carrying with him all this Mexican coffee in their sealed bags. And during the conversation, my husband, who is a very kind-hearted man, says, well, you can come up to my house and we can change that tire for you. And they're like, oh, okay. So then they come up to our house and they're working in the garage, getting the bike ready because they were going from Mexico to Alaska. And to thank my husband, they gave him a bag of coffee, and their English wasn't fantastic, but they come out with this big gold bag that's full of stuff, and he hands it, and Robert's like, no, I'm good. I don't want you. I don't know what's in there, but I don't want it. and he goes, it's coffee. And he goes, yeah. No, you keep your coffee.
Oh no.
And he's like, no, I own a plantation. It's coffee. And so he finally gave us the coffee, and it was good coffee.
I'm sure it was.
And so
I bet it
Robert
was.
goes,
Yeah.
do you think it's this good because it's got like things laced in it? And I'm like, no, it's just
coffee.
Just kind people. Like, why do you have to think badly of people? You invited them to our home, for goodness
Right.
sake.
That if you were really that concerned, maybe that shouldn't have been the first step. Yeah. Do you guys ever get to go, or maybe Doug or Mike, do they go ever to where the coffee, like South America or Central America or anything?
Yes, so that would be another interesting conversation for my dad. He's been to quite a few. I have not. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did get to go to Hawaii when he was working on a plantation in Hawaii. He won a roasting competition.
Ooh.
And as part of his prize, he got to go to Kauai and set up their latte shop or like coffee shop. They knew how to grow the coffee, but didn't know how to make coffee. And so he went, and for about, I think he was there a month, and they wanted him to stay longer. And he said, only if you fly my kids out. So we got to go, and that's the only plantation I've been to. But he's been to Colombia. He took my brother with him to Colombia, and Costa Rica. I think he's been to Costa Rica. So he's been to a few, and that's on my list. That's definitely on our list
to do your research,
get one.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think after COVID, it's just a little different. I mean, I keep saying COVID, but I think that just changed some things in the world. And so I get a little nervous to go anywhere, but it would be neat to just go see that part of it.
That's funny you said Kauai, because I was literally thinking of Kauai when I asked that question, because my husband and I just were there in December, and we didn't do the tour, but we saw like one of the the land where it's grown, and I was like, that'd be cool.
I couldn't imagine. That'd be so awesome.
It really was. And I don't know that I appreciated it enough as a freshman in high school. When I went, I was getting my tan. But, you know, it really is an experience in its own. And I think that really is where my dad just knows everything there is to know about. I mean, and that's just who he is if he's going to do something, he's going to know every aspect of it. And so
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that, in addition to the different roasts you do for some of the museums in town and that kind of thing, you also have, I have to call it out, a unique partnership with the Good Wood guys, and there is some type of roasting that happens with wood in it.
Yes. So Chris Crocker, they've
been on our podcast too, by the way, the Good Wood guys.
Yeah, they're good friends of ours. We love Chris and Susan. So that was kind of Doug and Chris and my dad's idea, and I actually, he'd have to talk about on that, but it is really cool. They do a special roasting with our coffee and have special.
And so when you told me that Mike used to be a tree cutter, I'm like, oh, there's that connection because
that makes sense. Yeah.
happened upon them in I'm going to call it a brainstorming session. And I always get Mike's a wood guy. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and then they joke and they giggle, and I'm like, there's something going on here.
Yeah,
and now I get it. Like when Chris says that Mike's a wood guy from way back, I'm like, oh, so that's why he hangs out here.
Yeah,
it wasn't just for the free beer.
That does. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, and good job making that connection. Yeah, that's good.
That friendship is so fun. They moved in right next to our warehouse, and they didn't know my dad when he was a tree trimmer, but they have that common thing that they talk about, and ukuleles. I don't know if you know about the ukulele play. They have a weekly ukulele playing session. And
I happened upon it. And
see.
There's been a number of times I've been in there after hours, and I'm telling you, if you aren't making stops at the Goodwood guys just to see what happens, it's really
amazing.
Fun. But they also have their own Morning Light roasted blend.
Yeah.
Morning Wood.
Morning Wood, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's the name of it. Yeah. I mean,
fantastic.
It uses wood and it's coffee. So
you drink it in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. We love all those partnerships.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's so
anyone
fun.
that wants to have a blend, they come and talk to the guys, and they'll make it happen.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, so I'm not going to say your favorite, but what is your stuck in the rut drink? Your go-to drink? Each of you.
Okay, I'll start. Mine's the white chocolate toasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
Can't get off
Does that have a name? Is it Jamie's
It's just
blend?
Jamie's drink.
Yeah.
And it's just something I've always had just from day one.
Before this one, mine was the white chocolate breve, just or an oat milk, either oat milk or breve, white chocolate. And the girls knew too, Erin's drink is just a white chocolate mocha.
Well, and that's another interesting thing, the different milks that exist in the world today.
Honestly,
and in the last couple of years, you've probably really seen, since you've worked in the coffee shop as a barista for so long, the evolution of milk options.
Just everything, really. I mean, yes, but mostly the milk.
As a barista, was there ever a time when someone's like, I want this kind of milk, and we're like, we don't have that, and I'm not even quite sure how that's going to work in this drink, because doesn't there have to be at some point some type of consistency?
Yeah, I'll get a request for a oat milk cappuccino, which is kind of hard to accomplish because it is such a weird texture, but it can be done. You just have to take time to steam it the right way. But we did have a request the other day for a weird milk, and I can't remember what it was.
Like a cashew milk?
It wasn't cashew, but it was something I just
I was
never
gonna say
heard
we
of.
have a lot. We have soy,
oat,
and I thought it was a
coconut.
joke. I was like, "That's can't be real."
Sunflower
and they
milk.
were serious, and I was like, "Nope, we do not. Cow's milk, goat's milk."
I was like,
goat's milk.
I was like, I think you have cow's milk. I hope you have cow's milk.
I do have a
What is
friend.
this if it's not cow's milk? Just kidding. Goat's milk though.
Yeah,
I have
goat's
seen that
milk.
in the store.
Yeah, I just thought it was real weird because I was like,
But you don't see that
no.
carried.
The other one, and I only know this because my friend has started milking her sheep.
Oh.
And I have been told her sheep's milk ice cream is the best ice cream that's ever been in some people's mouths.
Interesting.
Really?
Okay.
So
Maybe we're on to
sheep's
These are
milk.
the new trends to be looking
I
out for.
Yeah. Contract with the
Interesting.
local goat herder and
If you're listening, Morning Light.
Morning Light is interested in testing some goat milk stuff, and if you have goat lotion for sale,
I
you
think
go.
I actually just need to get goats. I
There you
feel
go.
like
Perfect.
this is my sign, Doug.
Yes.
We're
Yeah,
getting goats.
Yeah.
All right. We
they
come back
look
with
like
goats.
the cutest animals to have in your yard.
Honestly.
And they could have coffee names, like one could be latte,
Yeah,
breve.
Mocha.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, we just got a cat for the warehouse named Mocha. Mike's got a cat.
Aw.
I'm gonna tell you, I think goats are a great idea, and I've shared this story in the past on the podcast. But when we first moved into our house, there was a neighborhood roaming goat, He was super friendly.
She
but we
lives
did
in the county, by the way. Not
yeah, I wasn't just in the downtown neighborhood, but the goat had come over to visit, came up on the deck. My husband was on the roof doing something on the ladder. The goat started climbing up the ladder. And he's like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't think this is a good plan. And I'm like, I think it's just friendly and wants to snuggle with you. And he's like, I'm not snuggling with a goat. They can get mean.
100%. That would be like the most delightful thing that would happen to me is if there were a
Yeah,
goat just like
yoga.
showed up on my porch. I have not done it, but
I have
want
never
to.
done it, but I've seen it. And I would be all for it.
Absolutely.
There was a family that brought a baby goat to Sacagawea, and I was like, just let me hold it.
Yeah.
Don't leave or don't.
Our neighbors have about 4 goats now that they're their lawnmowers, and one of them's a little teeny tiny goat. I'm like, God, I just want to get in there and play
Pygmy
with
goats,
it.
is that what they're called or something
I
like
don't
that? And there's the
They
little like
hop
fainting
along.
ones and one hoppy one. Yeah.
Okay,
Goats.
that's
Okay.
going to be your next
I-
endeavor.
yes,
Goats.
we're getting
Goat
goats.
milk.
Hey, we got goat milk, guys.
Yeah.
Heading your way to a morning light.
Locally sourced goat milk.
Goat
I love
milk.
it.
Oh, that's great.
What you've talked a lot about, people, you want people to feel and kind of have some ownership over their experience at Morning Light Coffee. But what do you hope your customers take away? Or maybe it's somebody who's never been to Great Falls. They choose to come into Morning Light. Like what do you want their experience to be? What do you want them to take away from interacting with people and the coffee?
I just think our customer service probably separates us a little bit. Customer service, the quality of it, and just the overall atmosphere of them coming in, just knowing they're an individual. Each person's treated. It's just, what would you say?
I exactly the same. And
Yeah.
like I said, that atmosphere that if you are sitting alone, like somebody's going to come talk to you, whether it's a barista or one of our customers. The smell when you walk into Morning Light, I want them to remember that smell and just there's just a certain feeling that
Just
Morning Light brings, and
yeah.
I think that's what people keep
Atmosphere
coming
and
back.
quality in the customer service. Yeah.
I would say it is one of the quintessential Great Falls experiences. Like if you want a local Great Falls experience, it's not curated. It's not anything like they're not preparing to give you the experience.
Yeah.
Like you just
So
walk
it's
in and you're part of
personalized.
Great Falls.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's very personalized. Our
Yeah.
baristas are awesome. We have the best team. We've had on board for a year and 2 years now. We've had the same team. It's just they've
That's
been
pretty nice.
They're
That's
really
saying a lot in today's day and age
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
and they're all younger, but they're literally the best kids I've worked with. They're like my kids. They're amazing.
Mama Jamie.
Yeah.
Just to tell you, I would have never in a million years guessed you had a 19-year-old daughter, by the way.
100%
So, yeah,
there. I was like,
how old?
oh my gosh, Miss Shannon when she was 4.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So true.
Which is not possible, people.
Yeah.
I know that. So keep your hate mail at bay.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much
Thank you for bringing us these
for
delightful
treats.
So
They were
fun.
fantastic. So you have firsthand accounts that you can drink this stuff, and it's great. Mine's been gone for a while. I really appreciate you coming and sharing all the things you may or may not have known about Morning Light, and now we all know together. And folks, if you really want that Great Falls experience, Great Falls roasted coffee, it's here at Morning Light. So make your pilgrimage to that establishment. Hours of operation?
6 a.m. to 4 Monday through Friday, and 7 to 2 on Saturday and Sunday.
Perfect.
7 days a week.
That is
7
what's
days
nice.
a week.
Don't forget the happy hour.
And the happy
hour.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Half price drinks. And this is one of the things that when I build itineraries, Morning Light's always included as a grab and go, like on a Sunday if you want to go skiing in the winter.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because you can get there early enough, get a breakfast, sandwich, a burrito, a quiche if you want to eat that in the car, and a coffee.
And
so
on a
that you
Sunday,
can get
too.
the slopes early. So
And
that's
then if you need a refill, they actually have our coffee in the lodge.
A showdown blend.
Showdown blend.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
yeah.
I love always throwing that. Oh yeah, they have our coffee.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah. So, folks, we can keep you going. If you need the caffeine, if you need it unleaded, they got that too. But great coffee experiences at Morning Light Coffee. Thanks for being here. And, folks, until we see your bright, smiling, happy, healthy, beautiful faces in our fine city, We do hope you're creating amazing memories with your friends and family wherever you might be. See you soon.
We're No Dam Experts is the recorded claims from Great Falls, Montana, covering what you need to know about this amazing damn town.